is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. The coverage team maintains his discipline. Much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ball. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Lagway. He'll throw it. Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, and those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. QB draw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Try to get it to the edge. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. He turns that loose down the right side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Edwards. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
He'll pull it down. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He drops. Only the receiver could get it.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Russell. He wants it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown tie! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a gap. It's ball.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Rides to the back. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Looking for room at the 25. And they're able to get him down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Good. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Florida.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. The give to the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This guy has to go play the lottery. He is the luckiest D lineman in college football. You're lucky if you ever get one interception. He did that last week. He just got his 2nd interception on the season in this game. When the game's over, drive to the gas station, buy a lottery ticket, and play, because you're going to be rich.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Rolling right and going deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll try to do it himself. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Gets away from one. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
29 Philly.
He'll do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They keep it on the ground to open the third. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trying play action. Under fire. The sure hands, it's Edwards. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Wilson. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He shanked it. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. To start this drive at their own 47. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Tide will get the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Dances away. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The play action fake. He slings it deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And
that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Here's the pressure. And he's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Touch pass on the line. Finding an escape route. On his feet at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Edwards. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
3:25.
To the air, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Give to the running back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down.
29.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Now the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bama! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Just keep slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. They get to him as he throws. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. That Alabama offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short.
Green 25.
They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
Pound 55 weak.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Buys a little time with his feet. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his 2nd missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Holds it. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.